Yes, people, myself TS, welcome back to another No Filter TS, and in this one just previewing the North London derby taking place tomorrow. And it's a must-win game for both sides. Me personally, obviously as an Arsenal fan, it's a very tough game, but I do believe we'll win it. I think Tottenham ain't beat us at the Emirates. I believe the stat goes back to 2010, which was like the time of Yunus Kabul. And of recent years, it's kind of like, we beat Spurs at our ground and they'll beat us at their grounds. And, personally, I think this is, this season especially, this is a season, we need to take 4 points off of them as a minimum. We need to get the win, ideally tomorrow. And then if we can't beat them at their ground, when we do play them there, we need to at least get a draw and take some points off of them. That's the only way we're going to, in my opinion, pursue further up the table, is, taking more points off of the bigger side when we play them throughout the course of the season. But, Spurs haven't yet lost a game. I think there's some injury doubts regarding Kulusevski. Either way, they still got a lot of players that can cause an attacking threat in the likes of, Harry Kane, Son, Richarlison. In the midfield, they got, Bentancur, who looks relatively decent, Basuma. It's just the defence which is a bit shaky. Obviously, you got Romero, who's decent. We didn't quite make my combined 11. So, if you haven't already checked that one out, do so. But, yeah, it would definitely be an interesting game. There always tends to be goals in this game. I actually think the scoreline is going to be the same as last season. I think it's going to be a 3-1 to Arsenal. And, yeah, Arteta didn't really give much away in the press conference. He was asked about certain players who were deemed to be injury doubts. He said they are part of the squad. So, you don't know what that means until you see the team sheet tomorrow, who's available or not. But, he ain't trying to give Tottenham any update on who is and isn't available for this game. But, for me, I'm going to do a starting 11 based on what I think is available, and I'll also give alternatives to it also. So goalkeeper is always going to be Ramsdale on, unless he's injured, he plays. And that's simple as that. The back four, for me, is, it's White at right back, Gabriel, Saliba centre halves, and then Tierney at left back. Into the midfield, if Partey's fit, he starts. Simple as that. Even if he's 80% fit, I think he just needs to start. Obviously, if he's not fit at all and he's not able to play, he can't pass the medical test, which I know some players have, they'll be assessed to see whether or not they should be playing or not. Then obviously it's going to have to be Lokonga. And if it is Lokonga, it's either a moment for him to, really thrive and make a name for himself in a game like this, or it might be a moment to forget if he's caught out in that midfield. Obviously, in that further forward position, Granit Xhaka, he's done really well so far this season. He's really proved a lot of his doubters wrong, me being one of them. I think for many years, many people thought, this guy's meant to be a guy that picks up the ball, from the goalkeeper or off the back four and, turn on the pivot. And he was getting caught out left, right and centre, mistakes, red cards, but he's nipped it all out. And, the manager's found a way for him to play in a team, where we're getting the best out of him and, not putting him in situations which is, bringing the worst out of him. So, credit to the team for that. So, it would be Xhaka. I don't think Odegaard's going to be available for this one. So I'll stick with Vieira again. He's the only option now anyways because Smith Rowe's injured. And then, the front three for me stays the same. Martinelli off the left, Jesus up top, Saka off the right. It'll be interesting to see what changes will be made in the second half depending on how the game's going, because attacking wise, options are really Nketiah, Nelson. I think it might be a bit too much to have like Nuan Eri, on the bench. So it'll be interesting to see what the bench is looking like. But attacking options, we haven't got many. But yeah, I'm still expecting a win. It's one of them games that we need to start the game fast. Try get a goal early, and if we do so, we give ourselves the greatest possibility to win. So yeah, I'm going with a 3-1 Arsenal win as my score prediction. And yeah, let me know your thoughts, your score prediction in the comment section below. What 11 you're expecting to see tomorrow, and if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button now, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.